Yes, yes. Good morning to the people. Top of the top, what's popping, what's cracking. We got an episode today. We're gonna have some fun today, you know what I'm saying? But we got some real issues we gotta address today. So I'm gonna get started. I'm not gonna be too long, you heard, because we got some real shit to talk about today. And I'm gonna start it off before the room fill up. But this the 4NOFAME episode 22 live stream. And it's definitely prime time action. You heard? Because whenever I pop out, it's prime time. Now I'm gonna let the people pull up. But I'm about to get started. Because we got some real shit to talk about. We got real shit to talk about. All right, let's get into it. Haitian gang won $17 million. They want $17 million for a ransom for kidnapped Americans and Canadian missionaries right now as we speak. And all this is coming to a head. All this is leading up to something. Y'all know Haiti just got rocked with an earthquake not too long ago. They just got flooded out. Y'all know their president just got whacked. So basically, it's straight chaos over there. There's no law and order. And the people over there doing whatever the fuck they want to do. You know what I'm saying? And we also seen when the Haitian refugees try to come over here, we know some of them got sent back. And some of the ones that got sent back, they're the ones over there wilding out. But we already know it was already gangs over there. You know what I'm saying? We already know that. And we already know that the people over there deal with a whole nother practice. And we also got, it's a lot of Haitians, they not with all that missionary stuff coming over there, trying to change their country. They're not with that. So you got to understand when you're dealing with Haiti, it's always going to be some things going on. It's always going to be opposing forces. But right now, a Haitian gang wants 17 million for 17 people. So basically they want $1 million per hostage. And that's how they want to do it. Basically, they saying as they get $1 million for each one, they're going to release a kidnapped victim. They're going to release a hostage as they get the money. So that's why I say it's a lot of funny shit going on. But you got to understand something too. When you see things playing out overseas, just know the same thing is already going on in America. That's how the game is played. And this whole thing of this trafficking thing is very deep. Nobody want to acknowledge it. Nobody want to, you understand, act like it don't go on. But I'm going to show y'all somehow. It's people in America that know what's going on, but they're not going to talk about it. That's why niggas in position, right? The so-called elite niggas or the so-called people that be around these people, they be around these elite people that got their hands in this shit, that's why they know to shut up. And I'm going to connect a couple of dots today to show you some shit. You feel me? I'm going to show and prove what I'm talking about, how they go to these poor countries and they prey on them. The same way they prey on the ghettos in America. The same way y'all saw the other day how that white man was going off on Meek Mill. Because a lot of people didn't understand that was perversion. That was perversion. And that was representing something. You got to understand what they're doing now. We in a whole nother phase. They trying to make a certain lifestyle agreeable. And what I mean is, watch your kids. That's why I don't trust niggas always talking that kids talking about they for the kids, they for the kids. But then them niggas owe child support and shit like that. It's a loser on YouTube right now. He claimed he always for the kids, he for the kids. But the nigga is on child support and he be around a lot of suspect individuals. So what I'm gonna show you today is, right? 17 people are kidnapped right now as we speak, and they want a $17 million ransom. But I want to take you back to a time a lot of people forgot about. Y'all forgot about how the Clinton Foundation was being accused of certain accusations in Haiti. And We know it was a friend of the Clintons named Laura Silby, and she got caught with 33 kids. She got caught with 33 kids disguised as a missionary. And they got caught at the Dominican border. So what you got to understand is black kids always been for sale. They've been for sale and they've been disposable. That's why anybody can come in your hood and take your kids right now as we speak. That's why you'll see that a lot of these kids are being over-sexualized. They're being faster than what they are, but their brains are very dumb because they don't know no better. But you're going to understand all this is an agenda. All of this savage behavior is a process. Everything you see on TikTok, it's a process. It's part of the plan. Facebook, all of these social media outlets are pushing batteries. They're promoting agendas, but you don't know it. See, you think a lot of this shit look cute, it's fly, but you don't understand it's higher ups and elites that's watching this, and they want what's yours. The world is changing. I'm going to show you some things like how Laura Silby, which is Hillary Clinton, that's they fam, all right? That's they peoples. She got caught with 33 kids trying to leave Haiti, but that was in 2010, so niggas forgot. That's also going to show you what part of those emails was about. So you're going to understand why she didn't want to reveal those emails, because all of that shit tie into something. Y'all forgot about the Oprah situation. Remember when Oprah was in so-called built that school in Africa, and you heard about all them little girls getting what? Violated? You seeing a pattern here, right? You see they from the same circle. Now just pay attention. Jeffrey Epstein, what is he accused of? Foul behavior, right? Who hangs with Jeffrey Epstein, and who's always around it? Basically, who have you heard been around that man? You've heard about Oprah at his parties. You heard about certain people, a lot of people. You done heard about Jay and them, Jay-Z, Beyonce at his parties. We have heard this. But I gotta understand all this shit is coming to a head. That's why these people are shook to death and they not gonna speak about it. Because a lot of these niggas are scared their name gonna come up in some shit. Now I got some more proof. Now I was telling y'all about the new law and order organized crime. I've been telling y'all about that, right? Well, the last episode I seen, they was dealing with a fake Jeffrey Epstein episode. And I told you, they showing you how the feds, they basically studying the Albanians at this point. And the Albanians got their hands in trafficking. They got their hands in all type of crimes, but they got their hands in trafficking. See, what the Albanians are doing in the show is they're kidnapping Albanian women and taking their kids and making them prostitute. And they showed in the episode how they took the Albanian woman to this rich party. The rich party was in Manhattan. And in this rich party, they had the woman that was for sale around all the rich people. And how they did it was they had a whole bunch of jewelry. So one girl, they would put a green piece of jewelry around her neck. One girl, they might put a diamond bracelet on her wrist. Another woman, they might put some gold earrings. And then how they had it set up where all the rich people in the party, all they had to do as they scroll, see, they had an app and everything for this fucking party. I'm telling you how deep it is. They had an app, so everybody that comes to the party, they get a tablet. And everybody that comes to this rich party, they get a tablet, and it's an app on it which they can scan through the jewelry. Whatever jewelry they pick represent the woman they want to take. And that's how they was doing this shit. And the feds was in the party, so they cracked the code on how they was doing it. But it was a rich party. They had kidnapped chicks in there. There was kidnapped Albanians that they brought to the party. They put jewelry on them. And then the rich people that was in the party was able to scroll and pick the jewelry they wanted, but the jewelry they wanted really represented the female they wanted. And they wasn't using no words, and they wasn't using nothing to incriminate them. And it was showing you how it was rich people in this party. Then when they ran down on a man at the end of the man that was running this party, he was supposed to be Jeffrey Epstein on the TV show. When they ran down on him, he had this black book. And he tried to throw the black book in the fire, but the police got it. That same show I just told you about came on last week represent the Jeffrey Epstein situation on how he was having all these underage women at his parties and all the rich people in the elites was coming in having their fun. This is real story. This is real talk. You also going to see how Jeffrey Epstein is tied in with all these democratical people. That's what I'm trying to tell you. All the Democrats run together. They got some whole other shit going on. You dig? This ain't about no separation. This is just real shit. I'm not gonna even put it on the whole Democratic Party, but it's a faction of the Democratic Party where they some slime buckets and they some ground balls, and they always got their hands to some foul shit. Now I'm gonna say it again. Hillary Clinton and their foundation, their homegirl Laura Selby was caught with 33 kids back in 2010. That shit went under the rug. All right? Y'all know about the Jeffrey Epstein connection. In the Black Book, you know about Oprah. You know Oprah's always amongst the myths. You heard about Oprah with her girls getting violated. See, I'm showing you a pattern. Suspect behavior. Okay, let's look at everybody with allegations on them. You heard about T.I. and Tainted. You heard about them allegations, right? Who they cool with? Are they not cool with the Democratic Party? Okay. Like I said, man, then you'll see why everybody turned on Kanye. Because when Kanye came out and he told you that Google was a lie, Facebook was a lie, and all these things was a lie, he basically was trying to tell you it was a lot of fraud behavior. Then you also will see that Kanye did not perform for Hillary and them. He was opposite. Then you're going to see why the whole Democratic Party sent all a whole army of entertainers at Kanye. And then you'll see that Kanye said Trump was his dragon brother. But see, a lot of people ain't catch what was going on. Kanye and Trump are the same sign, which means they are the same energy. They both Geminis. That's why they both come say crazy shit out their mouth. But you got to understand, the whole point was when Kanye came on that stage, he really went against the Democrats. And then you see the whole Democratic umbrella came at that man. But it was all in the form of entertainment, because I told you all the entertainers, most of them are under the Democratic Party. That's where their checks come from. You got to know what's going on. You got to know about how music is used as a weapon. Entertainment is used as a weapon against the ghetto, the black community. That's how they can pillage and rape our land. They can pillage and rape our kids because our kids want to be entertainers and they brainwash. You understand? That's how this goes. Salute to the chat, Kashana Brown. Let's go. But I'm showing you a pattern of people that's out for nothing but wicked shit. You heard? I'm going to show you how kids going to keep coming up missing and niggas ain't going to say nothing about it. See? Niggas will sit up here and talk about everything in the world, but they're not going to talk about nothing. See, and I'm going to tie some more shit in together, and I'm about to get into the next topic. Yeah, I'm about to get into the next topic. Now, check this out, fam. Now, y'all know y'all been sticking with me, right? But everything I told y'all gonna play out. Like I said, yesterday, I was under heavy attack by Kwame Brown cult followers, all right? I guess the video picking up traction, and yesterday I had a lot of weirdos coming in my comment section, right? And they so stupid, they did exactly what I said they was gonna do. A lot of these niggas jumped in my comments, talking crazy, blocking themselves. Because they don't understand it's a community guideline and you can't just come in people shit and talk crazy no more. But that just shows me they are cult followers. I told you, they are demonic. I had a couple of back and forths yesterday on people trying to defend a man they don't even know. But that's not the point. The point is everything I said transpired like I told you. It was egghead, no name, YouTube pages coming in my comment, calling me all type of crazy names like they want to kill me or do something to me or something. You feel me? All of a fucking loser. That's why I'm trying to show you that nigga is the leader of a cult following. Now I'm gonna tell you something else. Somebody also told me how he went live recent and and told his followers they don't gotta listen to everything he say. They gotta have their own view. That's how I know the nigga know what the fuck I said was facts. See, I'm gonna tell you that too. A lot of these so-called big niggas, they be tapping in. I know all the niggas that tap into me. They be tapping in, but they don't want to give nigga no credit. But I don't give a fuck. My point is this: The nigga Kwame heard what I said, because I'm trying to tell you, when I made that video, I wasn't trying to diss that man. I'm speaking facts. When I spoke on the Gullah Geechee, I'm speaking facts. My family from Charleston, South Carolina. And when I'm telling you about this man, he was using that Geechee shit to intimidate people or to separate himself, but he was not dealing with no Geechee behavior. You understand? He's not presenting himself as a righteous man. You heard? He's not presenting himself like he for his people. The nigga has selfish endeavors, but I'm gonna leave him alone. But I want to prove a point to you that he's the type of nigga that will never talk about child trafficking. And I challenge you, Kwame Brown, to get on your platform and talk about this real thing, this trafficking that's going on. Because you know you cool with them Democrats, nigga. And I seen them organizations you be around always talking about you for the kids. Yeah. See, don't never trust somebody who always saying they're about the kids, but you never see them with their family. See? A nigga that you don't really see with their family like that, don't take them serious when they talking about their kids. I'm for the kids. See, them niggas you gotta watch. It's people in place that want your kids for various reasons. Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell y'all this. A lot of people didn't catch this. I know you've been around in certain states or certain places and you've seen people having little kids doing fake ass car washes or fake ass candy drives. Those are people pimping kids. I can't stand that shit. You will see grown people, they'll sit in the car, right, in the background, and then they'll get like 10 little girls to hold car wash signs. And then you got to understand, they don't have these little girls dressed up how they're supposed to. They had these little girls out there holding signs. I'm telling you, it's a lot of grown-ups that slick pimping the kids. You got grown-ups that they let their kids be grown on purpose. See, I'm telling you what's going on. See, even some of these mothers be selling their kids out because they think that's going to get them a nigga in their house. But I'm going to show you how niggas like Kwame Brown would never talk about trafficking on his channel. He will never say nothing bad about the Clintons. He ain't going to say that. Because he don't want to piss nobody off. That's why I remember when he did that last so-called fake-ass drive he was doing, and he went up to that school, you'll see that he wasn't even authorized. And he told on himself when he talking about, he asked the lunch lady for some of the kids' names, when we know you're supposed to go through the proper channel. You're supposed to go to the principal. You're supposed to go through the main faction of the school. You don't talk to no lunch lady. And shout out to Kevin Gills for exposing all of this. So if you want to really find out what Kwame Brown is really up to and the things he was doing, you got to go to Kevin Gills' channel, because he got a whole bunch of hours and footage on this man, or how this man Kwame Brown got his hands in a lot of suspect activity, and he worked with a lot of foul Democrats. You feel me? I'm just being real. That's why I bet you any amount of money. I challenge you, Kwame Brown, all your followers, get on your platform and talk about this trafficking situation and how a lot of kids being snatched up in America, nigga. You ain't gonna talk about that. You know why? Shh, because you under oath. You dig? See, you might not be a Mason, nigga, but I know you under oath. So you can play all you want to. And you's a weak nigga under oath. So that's why I'm not here to diss that man, but we dealing with facts right now. That it's a certain group of people that's sticking together, and they all with the shits. And they shit is to deceive the black race, lead us astray, and snatch our kids. And even if they're not snatching your kids up physically, they want to snatch your kids up mentally. They want your kids' brain. They want your kids for the future so they can push these agendas. Like it's a brother named Crumb TV. Shout out to Crumb TV. And he was breaking down a scenario on how throughout the years, like, I want y'all to stick with this. You'll see in 1990, in the 90s, niggas started sagging their pants a little bit. You feel me? Then you'll see in the early 2000s, niggas started sagging their pants a little more. Then you see after 2010, niggas started showing their whole ass crack. And then after that, niggas wearing dresses. You see? Basically, it was a phase and all this shit was being ushered in right in your face, but we kept giving shit a pass. That's why it's out of control now. And they had feminized a lot of our black boys. And what I'm saying is this: the strong man is under attack. You see, you got the strong man, you got the weak man. There's no such thing as alpha male, beta male. I told you that's rainbow suspect talk, all right? That's fruit bucket talk. No disrespect to the rainbow, but we got to be real. You got a strong man, you got a weak man. See, the strong man is a target. The man that's going to stand on his square, say what he got to say, protect his family, take a bullet in the head to defend what's his. That's the strong man, see? They don't want that around no more. If you're a strong man, you under attack. If you a man that speak up for yourself, you will be under attack. See, the niggas like me, when I speak truth, niggas want to jump on my inbox, call me a clout chaser. I'm a hater. But all my people that subscribe and we on that same frequency, they know I'm not a hater. They know I'm not a clout chaser. You feel me? But you got to understand the new excuse or the new terminology for a coward is you clout chasing. See? They should have never made that word because you got a lot of lame motherfuckers that think everybody's clout chasing. When you speak truth, you're clout chasing. When you show too much love, you dick riding. See? You see the games these lame niggas be playing, but it don't work on me. I'm showing you how these niggas do. So yesterday, I had a lot of niggas jumping in my comments defending Kwame Brown after I already told y'all what they was going to do. They did the same shit. That's how I know these niggas are fucking retarded. They are loony. Because you defending a man you don't even know, and this man is around so much suspect behavior. That's why he can't rebuttal my shit, and I don't want him to try to break. Matter of fact, nigga, I dare you to put my video on your screen because you're going to embarrass yourself, nigga. I don't want you. I don't want nothing you got to do with my brand. And let me tell you niggas something about clout chasing, see? I don't want a fake following. Because, see, when you got a fake following, that's when you got to be doing all this blocking and all this extra shit because all the niggas that's following you ain't really with you. I told you niggas this. You got a percentage of people that really fuck with you. It's a percentage of people that don't like you. It's a percentage of people that's speculating, and it's a percentage of people that's probably just laughing at you. You feel me? That's how this shit go. So everybody that you think is subscribed to you is not about that. That's why I don't give a fuck about that. And I'm going to break down today. The jewel of the day will be the turtle and the hare. I'm going to explain to you. I'm going to drop a jewel on that. And I'm going to eradicate and show and prove to niggas that I ain't no clout chaser, you heard? Because like I said, I can make 100 videos back to back about a nigga like Kwame Brown, and all I'm gonna do is destroy my fucking channel. That's just the truth. But these niggas, we living in a time when you're a strong man and you speak up, they was gonna have something to say. But you gotta understand, nigga, I don't have no feelings. And I gotta say it one more time, the nigga is a cult leader, and his demonic ass niggas hopped in my comments all day. I'm talking about niggas, a couple of females, but a lot of men. So what did that tell you? And I'm gonna challenge these niggas because Kwame Brown, he know what's going on in Haiti. But he ain't gonna, let's see if he speak about that shit today. Because I know he listening. And I know his minions listening. Let me see if niggas gonna talk about trafficking today. Because the topic is look, Haitian gang wants 17 million ransom for kidnap Americans and Canadians. They want $1 million per person. But this ain't just happening in Haiti, niggas, happening right here too. But like I said, these niggas gonna get on their platform. They're not gonna talk about what's really going on. They're not gonna talk about how niggas about to be starving. They're not gonna talk about how the American dollar is crashing. They're not gonna talk about how gas and food going up. They're not gonna talk about how your kids getting snatched up. And they're not gonna tell you nothing about that. They're gonna be real quiet. I challenge these niggas to speak on what's really going on. I challenge you, Kwame Brown, to talk about trafficking. I bet you won't do it, nigga, because you're gonna piss a lot of people off, and you know that, nigga. You with a lot of organizations, and they with the shits, and they with the Democrats, nigga. So stop fucking playing with me, nigga. And I don't gotta make no shit up. But I'm showing you how it's niggas in place to distract you. That's why niggas came on here with that coding and little black boys and little black boys. You feel me? Y'all don't understand what's going on. They want your kids. They want your fucking kids, and they want to disguise it as help. They want to disguise it like this and that. But then on one hand, they want to tell you how stupid you are and how the mothers ain't doing this and that. But on one hand, they saying, let me hold your kids for a minute. You see what I'm saying? They talking out the side of their mouth. See, people always want to bash black people on one hand, right? And then on the other hand, they want to act like they got the solutions for you. But really, they have nothing for you. They want to finesse you. That's it. Now I'm getting into some more shit. Check it out. And to co-sign what I said, I shared the video yesterday with Matt Barnes. Matt Barnes said the same exact thing I said. That's why I'm showing you a lame ass nigga like Kwame Brown. Matt Barnes said the same exact thing. He said he get it. He said he get it. The nigga want to diss him. He said, but he got to understand that he was supposed to be the next LeBron James, and the nigga was a bust. And he said, Matt Barnes said he understand that. That man had to deal with that flack for 20 years. But he said the whole point is, he said, nigga, basically, you didn't get nothing out of all of this. You didn't start you didn't get nothing, you didn't get no bag, you didn't start no company. So that's why, like I said, he's a gump. He did all this for nothing, just to still be on YouTube like niggas like me and you. He didn't evolve his brand. That's why I say he's a fucking failure. But he want clout for say he broke the internet. So what? You broke the internet, nigga. That don't mean nothing. What is your brand looking like? Are you a businessman? You still did not show you're a businessman. Therefore, you still a fucking bust, nigga. And you's a bum. So I'm gonna leave that at that. But Matt Barnes said the same exact thing. He said basically, I don't give a fuck if Kwame diss me. That is what it is. But he know Kwame came at them because they got the top show. But like he said, the nigga should at least evolved and did something with it. He ain't even start no show. He ain't even getting nothing popping off the shit. Which showing you that I told you his job is to be a wicked ass nigga online. That's it. Deceive the people, finesse your kids, and that's it. So I'm gonna move on from that nigga. Only reason why I spoke on him, because all his demonic followers was hopping in my comment shit all day yesterday. But thank you niggas for making the video move and the word getting out there. See? I'm going to tell you niggas the real shit. See, a lot of niggas be like, okay, like the channel making it grow, but you can dislike it too and it's still going to go the same way, motherfucker. You could put comments in my shit. It's going to still keep moving because you bringing attention and it's spreading. You dig? So it don't matter. Everything ain't about clout. But I'm going to show you how these niggas be capping and they be fronting at a high level. Because this whole sex trafficking shit is real. That's why I'm trying to tell you. When you see somebody get snatched, you ain't going to see him no more. You're not going to see him no more. At this it's wintertime. It's getting cold. You see how shit is getting real evil out here, right? Like you see how they just had to drop the new Chucky, right? They just had to bring Chucky back. See? Niggas grew up off Chucky. So you got to understand, when we was young, they was trying to traumatize us. It was little kids get snatched. Remember the Atlanta kidnapping, the Atlanta kid child murders? Remember that? That was in the early 80s when they was killing up black boys left and right. They was serial killing black boys. But that was just in Atlanta. That shit was going on New York too. Everywhere, California, down south, kids was getting snatched up. Meanwhile, on TV, you had Jason, Freddie, all this scary shit because they was trying to scare the death out of us. They was trying to keep us scared back then and have us in a state of panic because that fucks with your nerves, that fucks with your pineal gland. You see, when you live in fear, your body starts shutting down. You can't reach your high levels. You can't reach them top chakras when you're living in fear. That's why they always got to keep us in fear. But ain't nothing but the boogeyman. That's why I keep telling y'all, all games they played on us was boogeyman games, like the KKK. You got to understand, after slavery, when we became free, we started being able to get our own money. A lot of blacks became prosperous. Some blacks was carpenters. You had, you know what I'm saying? You had blacks that knew how to do craft work. You dig? They know how to build all type of shit, build houses, work the land. We had a lot of talent. We had farming. So when we started getting that money, we actually started making more money than the white people. You got to understand, after slavery, nigga, they couldn't make the same money they was making. That's why what I learned is they say what we went through just now, we went through another civil war. Well, we went through another financial civil war because everything got to start back over. Just like after the first civil war and all them people died, America had to start all over. The people that was on top fell. And certain people had to rise up out of that. Like back in the days, all the slave masters fell, and then the niggas started coming up. It's just like now. See, a lot of people that was at the top, they falling. That's why I'm not making this shit up. A lot of people that was in position, now you see them falling, and now you see a new breed of people coming up because that's the science of life. But this ain't the first time they did it. This is how America was built. So I'm gonna take you back again to after slavery. I gotta understand we was progressing. We wasn't fucked up. All right. But I'm gonna tell you another jewel they didn't tell you that. After slavery, don't get it fucked up. It was some niggas that was so fucked up they couldn't maintain and they asked to go back into slavery. Some niggas that couldn't maintain, they was just loitering around. They didn't have no skill, no talent. Some of them actually went back to master and said, if you give me somewhere to stay and you feed me, I'll work for you. So I'm trying to tell you, a lot of this shit been going on, but this is what I'm trying to tell you, right? When we started prospering, building churches, building schools, tilling the land, opening up stores, we started doing a lot of big things. And guess what they did? They came with the boogeyman. And that boogeyman was called a KKK. And that's when they started scaring us, tormenting us, burning torches, you know what I'm saying? Torturing us, tormenting us, because they didn't want us to come up. We was already past them. And then you also, that's what I'm trying to tell you. See, they want you to focus on Tulsa, Black Wall Street, But it was a Black Wall Street right in North Carolina, the Durham area, Greensboro. Niggas don't know that. It was a block of black banks, all that shit. Modern time, my nigga. Like, I'm talking about 1800s. There was a lot of that shit going on, but they ain't gonna tell you because they only want you to focus on Tulsa. After slavery, a lot of blacks became rich. Just like you don't know in South Carolina, a lot of blacks was rich. A lot of blacks was free in South Carolina back in 1930s, my nigga. I mean, pardon me, 1830s. Years before slavery ended, it was blacks already free in South Carolina getting to the bag. That's why some blacks had slaves. But it wasn't just, they was tormenting their slaves. It's back then, if some of them was indentured servants, where you had to work for that man for 7 years, you signed that contract. After that, you got a little land, you got some money, and you moved on. You see what I'm saying? But some indentured servants got violated. The contracts got ripped up and they became permanent slaves. But you got to understand, when we started coming up, the first line of defense to shut us down, they put together the KKK, which is a secret organization, you dig? And it has some Scottish in it. And it got some things going on. But all I'm saying, but the whole time the KKK was elite white men. Some of them were police officers, sheriffs. They were businessmen. And they came together to torment the blacks, to scare the fuck out of us so we wouldn't come up. And then you also learn how they started tormenting us so much and torturing us that we got scared and we started running up north. And we ran up north, we became slaves up north. That's why when you started seeing it's called the Great Black Migration. Basically, when all the South started going up north, it was the South migration. South, people from the South, they started going to LA, California. They started going to Chicago. They started going to New York, Detroit. That's how the migration happened, because our black families in the South was being tormented after they was free and they couldn't get to their money. They couldn't get rich like they wanted to. They had the skill, they had the trades, they knew what to do, but they wouldn't let them live. So they had to just start migrating. That's why y'all gotta understand, we all migrate from the South. That's where all your true history is at. I don't give a fuck where you from in America. Get that through your head. All your roots is in the South. It was a time when you wasn't even permitted. It was a time, nigga, where the train didn't even go across America. It wasn't no fucking life in California. It wasn't shit out there, but natives and a lot of dirt and dust. You feel me? My point is, we all come from the South. And you got to understand, after slavery, we became prosperous. We was getting to that money, I'm telling you. And them niggas didn't like that. The crackers did not like it. That's why they had to keep burning our shit down, so we got to keep starting over. But when they kept burning our shit down, they kept setting us back like they doing to this day. But the only thing now, they doing it financially. They doing it spiritually. Because a lot of niggas don't understand, back in the day, we were Republicans. That's why you heard them niggas made the song Black Republicans. We were Republicans. And some of the first black men that was in the Senate of Congress was from South Carolina. You got to do your research. The first Republicans were black. See, we used to be Republicans, nigga, but they switched on us. They played musical chairs. The Democrats, the key word of Democrat is demo. Demolish, demon, things of that nature, you heard? That's why all they do is destroy. And you got to understand, in the beginning, the KKK was the original Democrats. They was the original Democrats. We were Republicans. That's why they used to scare the fuck out of niggas when it was time to vote. They used to torture niggas. And what they would do was, they would rally. When it was time to vote, the KKK would get real deep and surround the building so you'd be scared to go vote. But we was Republicans. Then after a while, we got tricked with all that Martin Luther King shit and we started turning Democrat. That's why to this day, you confused. You think Democrats for blacks and Republicans for the whites, but you don't know you got finesse. That's why you're going to see every time a Democrat come in power, you fucking suffer. You suffer. Don't believe me? Let's rewind. What happened in the Obama era? Was niggas not struggling? Did a lot of people lose their home, foreclosures, things of that nature? Did a lot of shit become fucked up? Did the black community get even worse? Did a lot of niggas get indicted? Around the whole Obama era, a lot of niggas died, a lot of crazy shit. We know that always happened, but I'm gonna show you how when it's Democratic, it turned up. Right now, we in the Democratic phase. What's going on? A lot of darkness, ain't it? A lot of darkness going on right now. A lot of confusion. A lot of suspect activity going on. All that rallying behind Joe, all that Black Lives Matter shit, look where that shit got niggas at now. Ain't nobody shouting out for you now. You seen the Black Lives Matter lady cash out. She showed you the crib she bought, nigga. That was her way of saying, thank you. I'm out of here. See ya. But you don't understand that. You want to put on a Black Lives Matter shirt, mask. You want to be down with the fad, take your pictures with your shit on, but you don't even know you got finesse. You don't even know you got finesse to fuck your own hood up. You don't even know you got finesse to look like a savage animal. Because you keep believing in the wrong shit. You don't know it's been musical chairs and you've been finessed and tricked because you don't know about magic. You don't know nothing about magic. That's why you keep getting tricked. And I'm trying to show you how it's niggas in place that's doing magic tricks on you and you keep getting finessed. Now I'm going to prove some more shit. And once again, Kwame Brown, you ain't going to speak on none of this because you down with them Democrats, boy. Remember what I told you. Now check it out. I told you after slavery, once we started getting to the bag, they always came with that boogeyman shit. That's why now you're going to see they coming with that boogeyman shit. I told you. They just switched it up. They always going to switch it up. See, before it was a hood with a white sheet. Now they going to make it something else. They always got to come with something to keep you fucking scared. Because when you scared, you're going to shut down and you're going to just stay in your little zone. That's what they're doing right now. That's why I told you. That's why everybody's on lockdown. Not everybody, but the people who are scared are on lockdown. The people who not scared are living their best life right now. Because they know the only way to shut us down is through fear. When they shut you down with fear, they can take everything from you. That's including your freedom. You understand? Your freedom of where you want to go, what you want to do, and they can take your children from you because you're scared and you're not going to fight for them. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's a game going on. But it's rich people in position. I'm going to tell you like this. The world is being set up now where they don't really want no human contact. What I mean, a person can live their life, their best life, and don't have to have no human contact, especially if you're rich. If you're rich, you can live somewhere in a secluded area. You can order whatever you want, and you can have a whole lot of wicked shit going on in your mansion now. That's how the world being set up. I'm telling you what's going on. That's why we in a whole new age now. And you got to understand, certain people are only here to devour us and to destroy us and to utilize us to the last drop where they can't no more. Nothing in this world works without us. That's why you got to remember this too. They will never kill all of us. You have to understand that. There's nobody trying to kill us all off because they need somebody to do the work. You got to remember that. You got to know business. They need niggas to do business for them. They need niggas to generate dollars. They need niggas to do certain things to keep them rich. That's why they never gonna destroy the whole black race. That's bogus shit. How they gonna make their money? If niggas ain't on Facebook, if niggas ain't on TikTok, if niggas ain't on YouTube, if niggas ain't playing football, if niggas ain't playing basketball, how the fuck they gonna make their money? We are the ones here to be pimped. So they're not trying to get rid of everybody. That's another bogus fear factor. Because they live off of us. Then they know if they kill us, they die too. I told you, I'm going to rewind it again. The same way after slavery, once we were free, them niggas became shit. They started folding. A lot of crackers started dying, catching strokes. They couldn't work the land. They became poor. You did? That's what happened. But every time we got to the bag, they try to get revenge. That's why you'll see that whole KKK shit is really a bunch of bum-ass country bunking. It became a lot of just people that hated blacks because they was poor. They started recruiting a lot of poor whites that never had shit anyway. So all they want to do is burn our shit down anyway. Just like to this day, we call them trailer park trash. But you had trailer park trash back then, and they was quick to be trying to burn our shit down because they said that even in slavery, a slave was worth more than poor white trash. Because even though you was property, your fucking slave master spent a lot of bread on you. And you helped him get rich, so he had more love for you than a white man. And they showed you that in the Django. Remember you seeing the Django? And you seen when Django was beefing with that white man and the slave master took Django's side over that white man because he was property. They showed you, nigga, how he had more value. You also would see how not in Django, that was in 13 Years a Slave, pardon me. In 13 Years a Slave, you'll see when they had that man in bondage and he was beefing with the overseer At the end of the day, the overseer got in trouble and they took the slave side because the slave was worth more than the overseer. Niggas don't know that. And then you also got to know how overseer eventually evolved into the officer. Niggas told you about that too. You heard KRS-One spit that the other day. The overseer was the one who watched the plantation. But once slavery was over, the overseers became officers. And those same officers became undercover Ku Klux Klan members. That's why when we was trying to come up, we was getting chastised by the police department. It was the KKK in the sky. Basically, it was the KKK. See, basically, I'm going to tell you like this. We got tortured. We got harassed by the police in the day. And at night, we got tortured by the KKK, but they was the same people. They was just putting on suits at night, haunting us like ghosts. You understand what's going on? So that's why when you keep seeing police killing niggas, they're never going to go to jail because it applies to back in the day when they was killing us and we was just considered property. These are overseers. That's why the overseer could roll around your hood and crack whips on you. Come here, boy. Where you going? Run your shit. What's this? What's that? That's the overseer. The same way back in the day when we try to run away from the plantation, you couldn't make it far unless you had a route because of what? The overseers would run down on you. You couldn't just move around without that slave paperwork, which is now an ID, a driver's license, same shit. But back then, you couldn't just move around. That's how they was able to trick niggas back then, too. You got to remember, they closed off our world. We didn't know what was going on. So if we couldn't travel, we didn't know what was north, east, west, south. So if we did leave the plantation, we was lost. 9 times out of 10, the overseer caught us. But the overseer became the officer. That's why to this day, they can crack your fucking head and they're going to get away with it. Think I'm playing, try that shit. All you're going to get, you might get a lawsuit. Because the lawsuit symbolizes broken property. Like when somebody fuck up your car right now or fuck up your house, you can sue them. Because they fucked up your property. When you beat a nigga ass in the street, you only beating up property. That's why them niggas don't go to jail for real. You understand? And like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if that man that did it to George went out the back door. Or he might sit down, I'm gonna be real, he might sit down for a little while, but he gonna come home. The most he gonna sit down might be like 2 years. And that's the same equivalent of time you might get from burning down a building or some shit. Like basically, say you destroy some property, like say you burn down an old building or some shit, you probably get like 2 years or some shit. That's the same time he gonna get for what he did to George Floyd. He's not gonna get no life. That's all you gotta know. He's not getting life because in reality, he destroyed property. So that's why a lot of these niggas be telling you lies and fighting fake ass fights when the real fight is the 13th Amendment. You heard? Until they change that, you always gonna be property, always gonna be a slave, always gonna get beat up on, always get violated. Nobody's gonna listen to you. Nobody cares. That's why I told you we under attack and we being slandered. Y'all see it on every level. I don't gotta go into it. You see us under attack. Slander campaign. Watch today, it's gonna be some more slander campaign, and then you got niggas that indulge in the same activity of slandering their own, but they're not gonna talk about who's behind all this shit. That's my point. It's okay to diss a nigga. You can beef. I'm talking about the niggas in the higher up. If you higher up and you ain't talking about what's going on, that's how I already know you under the oath. It's a lot of these niggas, like the brother said, a lot of these so-called high up niggas coming to YouTube now because they also realize something too. I want y'all to understand something else too, what they doing. Now, all my people that been on YouTube for a long time, y'all remember when you can get on here and do what you want to do, say what you want to say. But then you'll learn, since these big names got on here, they going harder on niggas now. They don't want people saying, doing certain things. Basically, once all these big names came on YouTube, they fucked up the algorithm, and they also made it where the higher ups are paying more attention to YouTube now. See, before when YouTube was petty, they ain't pay us no mind. That's why I keep telling clown ass niggas, this shit ain't about views, because niggas like me been on here before it was all about views. I told you, niggas took that Instagram behavior and brought it to YouTube. Before YouTube was, you do your own thing, you vibe with who you want to vibe with, and that's it. Niggas, it wasn't about no bag, no monetization. YouTube was a place, it was underground. It was straight underground for niggas that didn't watch TV, didn't care about cable, didn't care about BET. Niggas was on YouTube. That's what this shit was for. Politicking and laughing at shit. Y'all know about World Star. Niggas to be on here watching people get knocked out. This shit was pure entertainment and this shit was fun. But you'll see when the higher ups got on YouTube, they made this shit corporate. Now it's strict. They basically made this shit lame, all right? And that's because these higher up Niggas like Kwame Brown got on here. When you look at Kwame Brown doing all that shit, all you got to know is he made YouTube hot. All that beefing, dissing niggas, they made it hot. That's why you can't say certain things no more. So a lot of these big YouTubers made it hot. I'm just going to tell you like that. The big niggas that didn't know how to do this shit, they made it hot. That's why this shit is restricted. That's why this shit is running down. Because a lot of things, once niggas get their hands on it, oversaturate it and they fuck it up. That's where everything, we seen it with everything. Niggas saturate everything because we live in a world of followers. I'm going to leave it at that. And I'm going to get into this next topic. And this topic I'm going to get into, some people might not want to hear it, but it got to be said. And we dealing with history. This is history. And this is for my West Coast brothers, all right? This is for my West Coast G's. But even though I'm talking to everybody worldwide, like, salute to the chat. I ain't forget y'all. Fresh Ain't Dead, Stats 280 in the building, Teddy White. You feel me? Kashana Brown, Queen of Attraction, always on the check-in. We here. But I got to get into this talk real quick. And if it don't apply, let it fly. But this applies to the West Coast and my East Coast brothers, all right? I'm going to break down some shit. A lot of people miss the point on all these discrepancies about this gang life. And a lot of people don't like, they got a problem with New York gang banging and all that. But we already understand that shit is the past. This is not to promote gang banging, but this is clarification because I hear a lot of people talking gang talk, but they missed this one point. And I'm going to sum up this one point because niggas like to forget shit. Now for my LA niggas, y'all niggas know after that Rodney King situation, y'all truced up. California, LA, Los Angeles, certain parts, Watts, they had a truce where the Bloods and Crips came together. And it was very peaceful. We actually seen them come together during the whole Rodney King situation. You know what I'm saying? And they've been with showing unity at this time. We talking about 92. 92, 93, California had official LA truce. They had official truce in California to calm down the gangbanging and things of that nature. But what my California brothers got to understand, when y'all truced up and y'all turned down, around that same time, that's when we turned up on the East Coast. So a lot of y'all, I know y'all got y'all ways, but y'all got to understand that one point. When y'all truced up in 92, we started turning up. Even though it was already other things, it was already other gangs going on in New York. It was already the lowlifes. It was already the Deceps. You already had the Nation of 5% Guard Body, which is not a gang. We already had things going on. So let's not make it like New York was just some bozo niggas looking for something to follow. We know that is not true. We had a whole bunch of three-letter gangs, ABG, but my point, it ain't just about that. We had hoods. Our shit was block-orientated, project-orientated, money-orientated. See, New York had money gangs. Let's talk the real talk. We had money gangs, money teams, niggas that got a lot of money, and if you had a problem with it, you was out of there. That's how New York got down at this time. But we got to understand, when Cali had their truce, when y'all was locking y'all blue and red flags, that's when New York turned up. And when New York turned up, they didn't turn up correctly, but they turned up. And eventually, it got fixed. But my point is, I know that for a fact. See, a lot of California Bloods, they didn't like that. They didn't like to see the Bloods in New York turning up, doing their thing the way they was doing it. That's why I told you I was a time when a lot of Cali Bloods started coming to New York trying to check niggas. But my point to y'all is this. You got to understand, when y'all was trucing and y'all was having y'all little peace, niggas in New York was going in a whole nother direction. Basically, they picked it up. So it's really no disrespect. When y'all put it down, some other niggas picked it up and turned up with it. That's it. It's like you had a pistol, you left it down, you stopped beefing, you ain't want no more drama, but then somebody picked up that same gun and put in work with that gun that you put down. That's what happened with the gangbang shit. So I wanted to clarify that one point on how it wasn't just about New York niggas following. It was about how niggas pay homage and put something together that niggas needed to put together to put the work in. But I'm not here to talk about that. My point is, people keep forgetting how LA had a truce after that Rodney King, and the Bloods and the Crips was tying flags. But on the East Coast, it was we were still banging. There was some whole other shit going on. That's why I had to salute the brother the brother Roski when he was speaking on how Crips had it harder in New York in the 1990s. Because that's what was going on at that time. All gang warfare was going on at that time. Bloods, Crips, Latin Kings, you heard? And a few other things. So my point is this. When y'all had a truce, because y'all keep forgetting about the truce y'all had when y'all was tying them flags. Y'all keep skipping over that history, my LA niggas. Y'all be skipping over that history, how y'all had them cards, because I had a West Coast brother show me the truce card before, so I know what I'm talking about. Y'all had that truce going on, y'all tied them flags, and y'all was hugging and shit. Don't forget that. And when y'all was doing that hugging, we was banging. Niggas in New York was banging. You feel me? And that's why when you hear about sex, money, murder, they was already banging before it was blood. You feel me? Niggas in the Bronx was already banging before all this shit. Niggas in Brooklyn was already banging. Niggas in Harlem was already banging. Southside Jamaica, Queens, Far Rockaway. Queens, niggas was already banging before all that blood and Crip shit came to New York. That's why y'all keep getting fucked up. It's just that niggas started choosing different vehicles. Niggas started taking their movements and jumping in different vehicles, and that's where that shit went. But that was my whole point. My whole point was, in LA, y'all started a truce, and in New York, they turned up. But my point is, all that gang talk is really dead. Because the shit that's going on now is all mental. It ain't got shit to do with gang banging, nigga. That's why you keep seeing niggas getting indicted and swept up. Because they keep going with see, it's a blueprint in place to destroy niggas, all right? They don't have to do nothing no more. The blueprint is in place. All they got to do is sit back and let this shit work like an app. That's it. Put the music out there. They're going to follow the music because the music is your kid's guard right now. See, the music and entertainers got more influence over your kids than you. You understand? And just like I was telling somebody yesterday, you got people spending, like you got women spending $500 on hairstyles, bundles, $400 on tracks and things of that nature. But I'm like, they don't even know for every like say if you get, for every 2 hairstyles you get, you might spend $1,000, but you don't even know. You could damn near buy a block of gold and put that shit in the vault. Because we're not trained. We're trained to blow your money, be broke, struggle. You're not taught to invest. See, I had like a little argument or debate with my people yesterday about credit, and I was explaining how credit is just debt. Credit is just fucking credit. Credit is like thin air. Credit does not match money. Yes, you need credit in America. It's good to have good credit, but if you don't have no money to back that shit is just thin air. So my point is, you can have good credit, but then you go to work every day like a slave to pay them bills. What good is that credit doing you? See, good credit is only good when you're doing business. That's it. Good credit is only good when you're using it for business. But don't tell me about you got good credit just because you can get 3-4 cars and you got 3-4 bills and you owe mortgages and you just your credit gets you access to a lot of shit for free. That does not mean you have wealth. That means you just got a lot of credit. And that's part of the trick they play on us too, of keeping us in bondage. See, long as you owe that debt, you in bondage. Like I told you, after slavery, they created a system where you can come in the store and get whatever you want. But that's what had niggas with that credit shit. When you look at Rent-A-Center, Aaron's, all these places, those are credit places put in your hood to keep you in debt. Why you think you see Rent-A-Center in every fucking ghetto in America? I've been a lot of ghettos in America. It's a Rent-A-Center in every hood. Why is that? To keep niggas in debt. To make you pay for some shit 3-4 times that you could have bought with cash. Like the furniture set was only $1,000, but you credited, you wound up paying $4,000. And then by the time you paid it off, it's you gotta get another one. See the game, they've been playing this shit on us for years. For years. And it's called credit. It's called mind control programs. See? Every hood got a Dollar Tree, Family Dollar, drugstore, liquor store, church, Arab store. Same shit everywhere. I've been a lot of places, same shit everywhere. So I don't care what city you from. Y'all know I'm talking the real shit. Wherever you go, it's the same shit. Because these are programs, nigga. When he who controls your options controls your life. That's why I told you, when you go in the store, you don't have options of what they already put in the store with you. They already knew what you was going to buy. That's why they put it in the store. That's why you see it on the mannequin, how you see it. You see the sneaker setup. They already got an idea on what the fuck you're going to buy before you go in the store, because they're the ones providing you your options. And I'm trying to show you how your whole life been controlled the same way. They control your options, and they think they know what you're going to do before you do it, and then they bank on it. That's how they do it. That they build up a company. They figure out how it's going to track you. They plot on how you're going to spend your money, and then they put it, and then what they do, they get a nigga with a face to endorse it, and it's sold. You're going to go right for it. See? That's the game. Anything they want to sell you, they put a celebrity face on it, you're going to buy it. I'm going to tell you something else they doing. Like in Dollar Tree. Watch what you get out of Dollar Tree. If you be getting fruit out of Dollar Tree, because it's times where I done got fruit out of there, right? Out the freezer to make smoothies and shit. And I'm telling you for a fact, I've been checking this shit out. They be putting tainted fruit in them shits. And then when you look on the bag, you're going to see that fruit come from fucking China. Then you're going to learn half the products in your stores in your hood come from China. But why is America getting fruit from China? And why is, when you look through the bag, you're going to see some of that shit old, tainted, because they're trying to get you sick. That's why a lot of times you niggas thinking you got that shit, but you don't even know you got sick from eating some bullshit. You done ate some molded food. You done ate some shit with E. coli in it. Now, we also know that China is very heavy populated. Them niggas be eating bullshit. So why the fuck do we get food from them? When America, we grow our own food. But you got to understand, see, they in bed with China, and China's only here to make money off the poor as well. See, it's certain people sanctioned to come to America to make money off the blacks. That's why in your hood, you always see these hair stores. You see the Chinese got the nails. They know you like to get them nails done. You spend 50 every week, 60 every week, 80 every week. They in position to take your money. So a lot of black women know how to do nails and hair. But for some reason, it's the Asians getting all the money in your hood doing your hair and nails. They got you running like a fiend every week. You got Chinese restaurants in every hood selling you bullshit grease, bullshit pork. They selling you cat, rat, and dog remixed in nice sauces called General Toso, things of that nature. I'm here to tell you, some of these restaurants are selling you rat meat. You think it's chicken, but it's not. I'm here to tell you that shit. You niggas been eating chicken your whole life, and you still act like you don't know what chicken is. You know what white meat is. You know what dark meat is. So the next time you go to one of these restaurants, I want you to analyze that motherfucking shit you think is General Toast chicken. Why you think they disguise it in that batter and put that sauce on it? And then you see that chicken don't taste like the other chicken, or it don't taste like when I got chicken and broccoli. You'll start seeing that they playing games in the hood because they're sanctioned to sell trash in the hood. Like a Chinese restaurant could come to your hood right now, sell cats, rat, and dog, and you're not gonna get in trouble. Now, I got people that been in the military, that been overseas, and they told me out their mouth, when you go overseas and you taste, they eat dog and shit. It's natural. And they say when you eat dog, it tastes like chicken. It got a sweet taste to it. These are facts. Philippines, that's what they eat over there. It's not foul. But they come over here, that's how they make their money. But most of the time, they put it in that sauce. That's why you'll see most of the dishes in that sauce is suspect. Niggas, I'm gonna tell you again, you niggas be eating chicken your whole life. You know when you eat some of that shit from a Chinese restaurant, it's not chicken. Like, I'm gonna tell you one thing. Get that chicken teriyaki on a stick shit. You start looking at some of that shit is rat, my nigga. I'm telling you what I know. Now, if you want Chinese food, you got to go to an upper echelon joint. You gotta go to upper echelon because they don't play with them white people shit. You want Chinese food, get it from a white neighborhood, a white restaurant, or a high class upper echelon, and you'll see the difference. Y'all know what I'm talking about because they selling fake shit in the hood. I done seen Chinese, they got fake rice, all that shit. And they selling that shit in the hood. Matter of fact, y'all know y'all go to Chinese restaurant, they give you that bullshit yellow rice. But then you might go to an upper echelon Chinese food, they got real brown rice, the real brown shit. You know what I'm saying? But that yellow shit, that's some bullshit. That's why you'll see that shit get real hard. I'm telling you, that's what's killing niggas. If you eat Chinese food on a regular, nigga, you might be about to catch a stroke. I'm just being real with you because they selling poison in the hood. And they sanctioned to do that shit, becoming millionaires. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. Niggas ain't going to, I'm saying all this to say that This is all the works of the Democratic Party, all right? They got a whole program in place to shut the black community down because it's no longer, they don't need KKK no more. They don't need Nazis knocking you upside your head. It's no more of that. It's about hidden racism, my nigga. You got to understand something else I learned. When the KKK went underground, they started buying corporations. So a lot of these corporations you support, nigga, they owned by the KKK. And we heard a lot of this growing up, but we ain't believe that shit like tropical fantasy. Nigga, we learned we was young. It was like that shit, fuck with your sperm count. Niggas said they was by the KKK, but that shit kind of the truth. You know what I'm saying? You hear a lot of niggas having problems with their sperm count. Niggas got low sperm. That's just a fact, bro. They've been attacking niggas' sperm cells. That's why some niggas are young and they was having problems getting up. Or some niggas couldn't please their girl because they had problems getting up. Now, my nigga, that was from drinking a lot of them tainted sodas, tropical fantasy. You feel me? Drinking a lot of bullshit, quarter waters, destroying your fucking sperm cell and your sperm count before you was even a grown man. Before we was even grown, we was destroying our penis. You heard? Because they taught us to do that shit. Real shit. So I'm trying to tell you how we've been under attack. And it's coming out on all levels. But there's certain people in place, they gonna shut up. So when I spoke on how old boy got a demonic cult following, I said what I said for a reason. Because his whole purpose is to cause confusion, mayhem, and fuck up the whole YouTube algorithm. Like I told y'all, that's why up and coming niggas like me and a lot of my other brothers, we not gonna be able to get to we ain't gonna be able to do certain things. We ain't gonna get to the bad. We never gonna be at a certain level because they already fucked it up. That was their job. You understand? Because they know the real jewels come from the soil. The real talent come from the hood. That's why you're going to see every time somebody new and upcoming with talent come up, lately they been getting slayed. Because they don't want that real talent influence. They don't want that real influence in America. They don't want us to lead by example. You understand? They only want the image of failure. That's all they want right now. And we're going to get into some more of that. Right now, I'm going to salute to the chat. Fresh ain't dead. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. That yellow 5-dime Mountain Dew, exactly. Destroy your sperm cells. A lot of niggas don't know that. See, a lot of this shit, niggas be drinking shit that make you feminine. So you don't understand that. Niggas had them conversations the other day about the soy product, how it play with your estrogen. That's a fact. That's what make you effeminized. And when niggas don't understand, right? All them honey buns, soy in it. All them Little Debbie, soy in them shit. When you look at every product, soy in it. The bread, soy. If you ain't eat, I'm gonna tell you, eat bread, you gotta eat the multi-grain bread, the 15 multi-grain, that's pure bread. All the other shit got soy in it. You drinking milk, oh, that's homogenized. What does it say? Homogenized milk. See? Then you wonder why your little boy, matter of fact, y'all seen a commercial when they was talking about if your kid is growing breasts, your son, all this funny shit, that's from the milk. It's fucking up their algorithm and their bodies. That's why their testosterone is off. So little these boys are becoming fruity. Not even knowing why they're becoming fruity, it's because of the diet. Like the brother said the other day. See, the FDA work together. They put drugs in the food, my nigga. And now food has become drugs. That's why certain shit you keep eating don't even know. You can't stop eating the shit. You don't even know why you can't stop. You don't know why you keep craving shit. Because they put drugs in the shit, my nigga. Why you think all the crackheads and dopeheads always hang out at McDonald's? This worldwide. I seen this shit worldwide, nigga. I'm not playing. Y'all know that. The fiends always used to hang in the McDonald's or the Burger King. Because of the food. When you on certain drugs, you can't get that drug. You eat that McDonald's, you be all right. This real shit. They put drugs in the food, my nigga. That's why eventually them same toxins they put in it evolves into cancer. I'm going to show you another thing. When you go to the supermarket, start looking at the chicken. You're going to start seeing it's two different packs. Now, a lot of my brothers, y'all know about the grass-fed. The grass-fed chicken, that's the pure chicken. That's the one you're going to see in the white pack. When you see that chicken, it's going to look white. Then when you see the bullshit chicken, it's in that yellow pack. When you look at the chicken look yellow. But really, that yellow shit is pus, mucus, and those are corn-fed chickens, but those are chickens that got a lot of basically mucus in that shit. You got a lot of pus in that chicken. That's that yellow. When you go to the supermarket, my niggas, do the test. Get the grass fed. You get the regular shit. Put them side by side, and you'll see what I'm talking about. The same way you'll see when you eat chicken at a restaurant, it tastes different. When you eat chicken at the crib, it tastes totally different. Because restaurants get their shit fresh from the farm 9 times out of 10. Fresh. You get your shit from the supermarket. It was already frozen for 2 weeks. They had it in the back. Then they threw it out and put it in the front. Then you bought it and threw it in your freezer and froze it. So you made it. That's why the chicken tastes like shit. It's never going to taste like a restaurant because they give us trash. But I want you to do the test and see how one chicken look official. And you're also going to see this too. Real chicken is small. The real chicken is small. Anytime you see that big chicken leg, big chicken wing, big chicken breast, nigga, that shit is cloned up, it's fake, it's bullshit, it's going to get you sick. And chicken got more cholesterol in that shit than anything. Why you think they always been promoting for us to eat fried chicken? Nigga, I'm going to be real. This is what I learned. This is a fact. Fried chicken or chicken itself will kill you faster than pork. That's one of the tricks they didn't tell you. And I'm not co-signing eating pork because we know pork is a foul meat, but you're not supposed to eat a whole bunch of chicken neither. I'm going to be real. Studies I've been doing on chicken, my nigga, chicken got more cholesterol in it than a steak. You also got to remember steak got upper echelon levels of that shit. Steak represent good eating when you're dealing with that filet mignon. Niggas can't just afford that like that, but that's good meat. For those who do eat meat, you're supposed to eat filet mignon, things like that. But when you're dealing with chicken, that's low level shit. And they breeding them shits and they cloning them shits up now. So that's why a lot of people getting sick or they thinking they getting certain things, but it's from your diet, my nigga. Your diet will kill you quicker than anything. And right now, put it like this, y'all notice there's been a lot of reports of tainted food reaching the shelves, so-called by mistake. But after niggas that ate it all, now y'all want to have a recall. So I'm showing you how they get niggas sick on purpose. Recently, it's been a turkey recall. A lot of people eat turkey, and we know Thanksgiving coming up. But I'm telling you, a lot of this shit is already tainted. They putting tainted food on the fucking shelves on purpose to keep this shit going. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You got the boogeyman, you got real scared factors going on, but you got some real shit going on too. That's what I'm trying to tell you. They playing magic tricks. While you focusing on this, they killing you with that. See, you focusing on this, they hitting you in the head with that. You looking in front of you, they knock you upside the back of your head. That's how they playing a game. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Niggas ain't gonna tell you what's really going on. Niggas ain't gonna, it's a lot of bootleg ass. Like when you go to your corner store, a lot of food in there, bootleg, my nigga, a lot of shit. Bootleg, old. I'm telling you, start looking at the dates on your food. Some of you niggas, I'm being real, some of y'all are catching high chest inflammation because you putting bacteria in your body and you're not detoxing. You got to detox, man. Get you a detox tea, detox drink. You got to detox yourself once a week. And I promise you won't get sick. And your chance of catching cancer go out the window if you detox. You only catch cancer from keeping a lot of toxins in your body in dormanted cells. When your cells start dying and things of that nature, you start being cancer bound. I'm going to give a disclaimer too, because I'm not a doctor. So let me give a disclaimer. These are just things I do for me that work. You heard? But like I said, after slavery, they taught us that foul diet because that was part of our own destruction. See, when they put a plan in place to destroy us, they try to take away our education. They gave us a bullshit diet. Every time we tried to build something, they burnt our shit down. That's why with Black Lives Matter, let's take a look. All these cities that got torched, people don't know those were a lot of black businesses that got burnt down. Remember the past couple years? It's been a lot of promotion about small businesses. It's been a lot of black small businesses that have popped out within the past, I say like 4 or 5 years. But a lot of these small businesses got burnt to the ground for George Floyd. That's what people don't understand. Some of these communities are still fucked up as we speak, and nobody's going to help them. Because I'm going to say it again, niggas don't even know that man, George, that man was on that boy was on that thing. You heard? That boy was playing with his nose. You heard? Real shit. I seen it. I seen that shit a long time ago when they showed that nigga footage on court TV and they zoomed in on that man's nose. That man had white residue all up in his fucking nose, my nigga. I'm not even lying to you. I'm not even lying to you. That boy was getting hit. And they used him to trick you to fuck up your whole hood. So basically what niggas did, niggas went hard for a fiend, my nigga. I'm gonna be real. They went hard for a fiend. And that's why when it was all said and done, everybody cashed out and got low and they started laughing behind the scenes. You seen Tamika Mallory get that Cadillac commercial like a nigga do. You feel me? Get that Cadillac. You seen bum-ass my song move up in that house, in that building like George Jefferson when it was said and done. You heard? And you seen the other Black Lives Matter chick buy a nice mansion and chill the fuck out, kick her feet back. See? All of them straight, your hood still fucked up. Democratic Party. Now, let me go back to the beginning for those who just pulled up. The topic is a Haitian gang wants $17 million ransom for kidnapped Americans and Canadians. They missionaries, see? The missionaries went over there trying to work their little magic on the people, but the people of Haiti wasn't going for that shit. And the gangs, right now, they running the country because it has no law and order. So my point is they kidnapped 17 people and they want $1 million per person. They will release them one by one. Give me the $1 million, we're going to release one. Give me $1 million, we'll release another one. They want 17 million. And my point of this is, there's just some funny shit going on how whenever some ransom or some kidnapping shit come into play, like with this situation, it's missionaries involved. But like I said earlier, there was a lady named Laura Silby who got caught with 33 kids under the Clinton Foundation disguised as missionaries. And this also relates with the emails. That's why you niggas ain't never see them emails. You niggas ain't never gonna see them emails. Because there's some real shit going on in America and the joke's on us. I told y'all the other day when I spoke on Cardi B, why you think Cardi B got them awards? Why you think they praise Cardi B? Because Cardi B promotes the agenda. Why you think Cardi B, they made a point to show Cardi B taking a picture with a belly showing? Y'all don't know about the whore of Babylon. When you look at the Statue of Liberty, that's the whore of Babylon. When you look real close at the stomach, you will see it's pregnant. You will see a pregnant stomach. That represents the devil's bride, bringing forth the wickedry. But you also got to understand, Cardi B represents the whore. And she's the whore that spreads her wickedry amongst your kids so they could become whores. And you gotta know history. See, whores are for sacrifice. Whores are for sex parties, orgies, and sacrifice. That's how they did in the ancient times. But maybe they might be doing that shit now, allegedly. But anytime you see somebody get an award, an Oscar, any type of Grammy, that's a job well done. And ain't got shit to do with no record sales. Because we know niggas do not buy music no more, right? Get that through your head. These entertainers get paid for brainwashing you and keeping you fucked up. That's why they get paid. And they ain't got shit to do with record sales. Because they can buy them shits themselves. This shit is about agendas. So when you see Cardi B, you got to understand what she represents. She represents the whore that's here to use her demonic spirit, because like I told you, a demon is a spirit. A demon is a foul spirit. A demon is a powerful foul spirit that can influence other demons and other empty souls. So Cardi B whole job is to spread her shit, and now you see it playing out through your kids on the gram. Every bitch want to show their stomach pregnant. They tapped in their followers. They're caught in her spell. But my whole point is this. Once you become the whore, once you become under that spell, your kids are subject to doom. Because the whore always gets violated. You got to know the history. The whore gets violated in the end. She gets slayed. That's why you've been seeing attack on a black woman, and y'all been getting devalued for so long now that nobody's going to care or come to your defense. That's why when you see women getting banged on, ran up on, and niggas violating them, it's because there's a certain energy been put on the planet by people like Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion. Fuck a nigga. Fuck that nigga. All this talk, city girl talk. Now what happened is I'm gonna show you how now it has reversed. Now it's niggas that hate women. Now it's niggas that's not gonna come to women's defense when they getting violated. Because there's been a certain energy put on the planet called fuck niggas. And all this was by design to break up the black family, to turn a woman against the man against the woman. Like we said, like I said, this ain't nothing but Willie Lynch. They put in place certain things where you can keep a people enslaved for thousands of years. Go check out the Willie Lynch address. My people that's tapped in already know what I'm talking about. They put together a structure where you could keep slaves in pocket without no slave, without no chains and whips for thousands of years. So let me get back to the whore. The reason why this whore energy is on a planet is because it's to make all the kids disposable. Like today I was going to get into from the federal list of code, like the federal government got a list, like for all this trafficking talk, they got codes of all the trafficking talk when you can look up and you'll see the word. Y'all heard about it with the pizza, the hot dog. You heard about these terminology. Walnuts mean a black boy, you feel what I'm saying? They got certain codes and terminologies they use, and it's all federal documented. So this ain't no shit I'm freestyling, nigga. When you heard about certain people had the ankle braces, they was on lockdown, that's real shit. Too many people in America have been doing whatever they want for a long fucking time, mainly the rich people. That's why all this shit is coming to a head. That's why a lot of shit is locked down. That's why a lot of entertainers are scared. I keep telling you, some entertainers was at them Epstein parties. But it wasn't just Epstein. It was a lot of those sexual deviant parties going on, and a lot of them are scared. That's why they're using R. Kelly as the poster child to shut everybody up and to let y'all motherfuckers know y'all gonna be next. Some of y'all gonna be next. That's why they scared. If you notice, ain't no entertainers really talking about. They're not talking about no real shit. I'm trying to tell you what's going on because they gotta stand down. If you get your money, let me tell you something, man. Once I learned Sony, and we know Sony, who is Sony owned by? Did we forget? Sony PlayStation, where they come from? Y'all know where they come from. That's the same people that own Sony Records. But you was focused on Tommy Mottola with Michael Jackson, but no, there's somebody over Tommy Mottola that gives him the bag. See? You got to understand what's going on. That's what we dealing with that over. See, hold on, let me plug up the laptop. Hold on, give me 1 second. All right. So the other day, that shit went dead on me. Pardon me. Now, look. Where you think Tommy Mottola get his bag from? The Asians own Sony, my nigga. You always been hearing about China, all this Japan, Korea, all want to do this and that to America, but they bang on America every day. You know how they bang on America every day? They the ones with the budget money behind all this shit. When you see these films, Hollywood and all that, a lot of that shit is already owned by China, my nigga. That's why I say the entertainers already owned by China, my nigga. That's why you kept hearing before Creepy Joe came into play, you kept hearing about his dealings and business moves with China. You always heard about the Clintons' business moves with China because these niggas been doing business with China. And it all goes with the Democratic Party. And it all trickles down to your hood because your hood is under power thumb of the Democratic Party. That's why you keep suffering. That's why you keep voting for your own destruction. You heard? And I'm gonna talk to you about this G shit. That's why crime always gonna go on. Because crime pays. And crime pays them. And crime keep the lawyers going. They keep the judges going. They keep the city thriving. Your crime allows niggas to live in their mansions. That's all you gotta know. That's why I'm telling you crime is dead. When you keep doing crime, you keep feeding the system and niggas keep eating and they keep laughing at you. Like I told you, all this shit was put in play. Because you think everybody's clout chasing and you think life is just about fame. Why the fuck you think it's for no fame? I'm telling you, nigga, it's not about no clout. I don't chase clout. Niggas don't understand that because I'm a real nigga that no clout is going to get me nowhere. Trying to get clout and get you put in a ditch. Trying to get clout, nigga, might have you somewhere you don't want to be. That never been my cup of tea. Every nigga I know that wanted a name is either dead or in jail, nigga, or a victim. I never been a nigga want a name. I'm a nigga, you gonna know me hands-on, up close and personal. I don't want the name. When you meet me, you meet me. That's what it is. We family, we family. I ain't no nigga that want to be recognized for nothing. I know what come with fame. And like I said, I'm going to get into the tortoise and the hare. Before I leave, I'm going to break down this shit to you. But right now, we got to speak on how this is a system put in place. So my point, I started talking about Haiti, but I'm showing you how when you see shit play out in Haiti, it's going to happen here next. You don't believe me? Where did Christopher Columbus and them go first? They went down there, right? The West Indies. Then they came here. Everything starts out overseas first, then it comes here. Where did you first hear about the Wuhan lab? You heard about that first, right? Then where did it come? When you want to know what's going to happen in America, you got to start paying attention overseas. But you've been brainwashed that you're American, you think nothing can't happen. Oh, they ain't coming here. Oh, this American, it ain't going to happen. That's why you've been tricked. The whole thing you've been tricked, you was taught that, look, it's only real if it come on TV. It's only real if so-and-so said it. That's how you was taught. You were programmed that way. That's why you don't believe shit. That's why you keep losing. Because you think everybody's a clout chaser. But why would I chase an entertainer when that entertainer is a slave to the Illuminati? When that person is a slave to a contract? I don't want to chase no motherfucker that's a slave. Because all these entertainers are slaves. I don't care you name them. Jay-Z, Beyonce, I don't matter. And they still got to put their money in these fucking banks. If they don't put that money in that bank, it's off with their kufi, nigga. Just know that. They all have to comply with a black card. They all have to comply with tracking. That's why they also doing this too, because a lot of them rich motherfuckers, they ain't want to comply. These rich motherfuckers been doing what they want to do, saying what they want to say, dealing with going to Dubai, going here, going. So a lot of them got to get put down too. They got to comply. They got to be tracked down. But you're going to understand, I don't care how rich they are, nigga, they got to comply. I tell you what, Jay-Z, a so-called billionaire, right? I bet you he can't make a withdrawal and withdraw his money. If that nigga withdraw his money out them banks, you going to see that nigga up out of here. That's how the shit work. Why you think all they could do is buy a lot of material shit? Only thing they're sanctioned to do is buy a lot of material shit. They can buy material shit all day, every day, because that's all they really could do. They slaves. And they do that for tax write-offs, but all they could do is spend money. They can't spend money in your hood. Like, you know how Jay-Z can buy your whole block? He can't do that. They'll kill him. Allegedly. Disclaimer. That's why all he could do is throw rock parties, you know what I'm saying? Buy billion-dollar watches. They got to spend money because they can't really do shit with it. Y'all got to understand the game. I don't clout chase entertainers, my nigga. They're nobody. They are slaves. They're slaves, period. That's why they got to comply. And see, the entertainers keep the money in the bank. When they got that money in the bank, Bank of America look good. Wells Fargo looking good. You hear me? Chase looking good. Because they got their money in the bank. When they give out these loans, where you think the money come from? These dumbass niggas that got their money in the bank. They lend out your money and then tell you when you gonna take it out. These niggas are slaves. I'm telling you what I know. Entertainers are slaves, my nigga, and they put in place to be puppets on strings and keep you distracted. False prophets spitting false gospels. I told you. I broke it down about the verses. That's why they give you verses preaching false gospels. The gospel is the spell placed upon you and your kids, dummy. They playing with your mind. So why would I clout chase a dummy and a fool that's put in place as a puppet on a string? They all are puppets on strings because they can't say and do what they want. That's why they quiet. So let's see who's going to talk about the 33 kidnapped Americans. Pardon me. Let's see who's going to talk about the 17 kidnapped Americans. Because we already know ain't nobody ever speak about Laura Silby, how she got caught with 33 kids, and she from the Clinton Foundation. She got caught in 2010, but we don't even know what's up with her right now. We also know Oprah was violating black girls and got black girls violating Africa. What happened to Oprah? And what about her wicked ass friend Tyler Perry? All he did was promote what? Slander to the black race. Tyler Perry, Lee Daniels is the #1 black man slayers. They dedicated 10 years to pushing agendas of diminishing the strong black man. They paint us to be animals. We women beaters. We cheaters. You feel me? We savages. Put that in your head. Who did that? Who got that bag for that? Tyler Perry, Lee Daniels. Who was behind that movie with Halle Berry getting slaughtered by that white man? Lee Daniels. Because he knew that Halle Berry, all the black men love Halle Berry. All the strong black men had love for Halle Berry coming up. But he wanted to kill your dreams, and he showed that white man smashing her. And guess what? Since then, niggas ain't feel the same way about Halle Berry. I ain't gonna cap. Niggas ain't feel the same about her no more because Lee Daniels wanted to take that image from you. Oh yeah, y'all like Halle Berry? I'm gonna slay her out by a white man. See, because Lee Daniels is a fruit basket, wicked fruit basket nigga. He's a wicked nigga, you understand? Not because he down with the rainbow, no disrespect, but he's wicked. And so is Tyler Perry. Those are wicked niggas. And their whole purpose was to come for our black kids. So my point is this, when you see this with your black kids, remember, just think back when some of y'all was watching all the Madea specials with your kids in the room and you thought that shit was cute. You feel me? When you was watching all the Madea movies 10 years ago, now you see it playing out on some of y'all kids. All this was agenda. Why you think it was big money put behind these projects? It was big money put behind them projects to keep your kids fucked up. But Tyler Perry, Oprah Winfrey, Lee Daniels, they with the same gang, and they all Democrats. They all down with Moneybag Joe and the whole shit. They all down with the Clinton Foundation. It's a whole circle of these motherfuckers that specialize in certain things. And you're gonna see it. So that's why I'm trying to tell you, I'm gonna tell you again, watch your fucking kids, all right? I ain't just talking about babies. I'm talking about 19, 17, 16. Watch them. Because some of these people are getting tricked. Like some of these people, they trying to, some of these kids are online meeting people and they hooking up with them and they getting tricked and they getting taken away. That's how this shit is going down, a lot of it. So that's why I'm trying to tell you, man, start being on your game. With that note, I think I touched on everything. Today was strictly business. So like I said, I'm gonna go through the recap. The Haitian gang wants 17 million for Americans right now as we speak. So let's see how that go down. You understand? Let's see how that go down. We also know that there's a lot of niggas on YouTube that's with the shits. That's why I'm gonna say that one more time. I promise you. It's certain niggas online right now, they plotting on your kids. That's why they always talking that they for the kids shit. One that especially that one nigga got on here, he kept talking about all your kids, your black boys, but you ain't even know the code word for black boys is walnuts. You see what I'm saying? They got codes for this shit. People want your kids, man. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Don't listen to nobody that say they for their kids and you don't see them with their own family. Salute to the chat. Everything ain't always a game, and everything ain't always for clout, man. And then the last thing I'm gonna get into, pardon me, is the jewel of the day, which is the tortoise and the hare. Now I'm gonna break it down. The hare, which is the rabbit, all right? Y'all heard about this shit in school. You heard about it your whole life. But I'm gonna tell you right now. See, I'm the turtle, right? You see, we know the hare or the rabbit got there he ended the race real fast. He got to his destination. Well, he was trying. But what happened is he burnt out. And when he burnt out at the end, we know the tortoise won the race. The turtle won the race. I move like a turtle. I'm moving slow with grace, strength, taking my time. I'm not in a rush. That's why I tell you niggas this ain't about clout. I'm going to get to where I got to go at my own pace and own time. See, a lot of you niggas, you wanted to be that rabbit. You wanted to be the hare. You want to blow up fast. You want to get to your place. You want to go so fast and get to that bag. You want to do this and that. But you the same niggas, once you got in a position, you folded. Because you didn't know how to hold it down. Or as soon as you got to that finish line, you fell on your face. Because you didn't see the big picture. It wasn't about who get there fastest, my nigga. It's about who get there maintained. I've been doing this shit through my whole life. That's why I always been a behind the scenes nigga, but at the same time, in the mix nigga. Meaning, I make myself know. Like, I'm that nigga that be on the block with niggas, and after a while, I fall back, I go my own way. See, some of you niggas, y'all be on the block with niggas, and you'll stand on the block with niggas all day. See, that's not me. I be in the loop with niggas, I go do my own thing. I always been like that. I always been a loner. You feel me? It come from being like a lonely child. An only child. When your brother's big and they don't got time to play with you and all that, you got to be by yourself. I learned this early, not to ride niggas nuts and be my own man. And I never was a man, a boy, a child ever in my life called my big brothers to handle none of my beef. Never. Because where I'm from, that's considered like a sucker. You feel me? But my point is, we all got to go at our own pace. And me, I always took the turtle route. That's why I don't want a big follow. Like, when you blow up fast, you get a lot of fake followers, my nigga. You get a lot of shit that you don't even ask for that come with it. Why you think niggas in the game that blow up, they can't handle it, they fold? Because you got there too fast. Your mind wasn't even ready and developed to handle what you had to handle. And you had all these vultures around you, swerving and prowling on you. You wasn't prepared. That's why a lot of you niggas started out fast and you fell on your face. Because you didn't understand how to pace yourself. Take your time, my nigga. Everything gonna happen. What's supposed to happen gonna happen. That's why I'm not looking for nothing. I don't need nothing for nobody. I don't want no fake ass following. I'm building this shit piece by piece like I do everything in my life, nigga. You feel me? Some niggas sell bricks. Some niggas will take a brick and break it down in all 8 balls, nigga, and get all the money and take their time. It's different forms of hustling. It's different forms of life. But some of y'all are racing to nothing. You're racing to failure, and you're still gonna fall. You know why? Because you don't understand what the race is all about. That's why I always take the role of the turtle, the thick shell, the hard-headed one, the one that's in his own zone that's going to get to where he got to go. And when he get there, nigga, the shit is in concrete. You can't move me. But when you got that rabbit mentality, that Bugs Bunny shit, see, you always going to be a joke. It's going to look like you prospering. It's going to look like you get into the bag or you doing great things, but when it's all said and done, when we look back years from now, we're going to see that you ain't who we thought you was. That's what we're seeing. A lot of people ain't who we thought they was because they started out a certain type of way, but they didn't stay consistent. See, the turtle is consistent in his movement. He don't go too fast. He don't go slow. He don't backtrack. You understand? He stay on that path. So like that's what I'm trying to tell you. Don't compare me to these niggas. These niggas are on a race to become failures. They on a race to achieve something that they think they're gonna accomplish. But a lot of these niggas, when they get to that door, they're not even gonna know how to go through the door. You heard? Once you get to the door, you gotta know how to go through the door. A lot of y'all not gonna even know how to go through the door. That's why I'm telling you, it's a lot of niggas been in position, but they can't get no big bag. They don't know how to be businessmen. You see, you can be success, my nigga, but if you ain't a businessman, you still a fool. And a lot of you niggas are not businessmen. So that's why I would never, ever try to get clout off you. If I try to get clout off somebody, it's going to be somebody reputable. You feel me? Somebody that's going to benefit me. You got to stop being in this fake reality of YouTube success is not fame, my nigga. YouTube gratification is not nothing. It's something, but it ain't nothing in the real world. You got people that don't even be on YouTube. I know people that don't even, I swear to God, I got people that know me, don't even know I'm on YouTube right now. They don't know I'm on this shit. I got to tell them. That's why I said I separate my business. I'm taking my time. Now, if I want to put my 5,000 friends on Facebook on here, all I got to do is send a goddamn link. Automatically, out of them 5,000, at least 2,000 going to come join in on my page. But I don't want to mix shit up right now. I'm taking my time, niggas, for you dumb niggas that think it's about numbers and views and think it's about clout chasing. Some niggas want to take their time to build an empire. You understand? You know what an empire is? That's many kingdoms. Some of you niggas just got one kingdom and you think you're doing your thing. And that's cool. But I'm a nigga that's building empires. So I'm taking my time. It's called building. You can't skip the process. And that's why some buildings fall. Some buildings got bad plumbing. That's like you niggas. Some of you niggas y'all built yourself up, but now you're looking real janky. Jack Frost, skiing team, niggas like you. It's a list of you bozo niggas. I can't even say how you thought you was building your shit up. You was going real fast. You thought you was going to be viral, but now you see, nigga, it got you nowhere. And with that's what the hare represented. He was arrogant. You see, because the rabbit was running so fast. Remember, he started running circles around the turtle like, man, this slow ass nigga, he ain't getting nowhere. Ha! He started running around real fast. What happened? Nigga got tired, or the nigga took a nap, and what happened? The turtle passed his ass, dummy. So a lot of you niggas done took naps and fell out, and now this nigga's passing you. It's niggas that got more shit to say than you, got more to offer. See, y'all niggas told a lot of old stories, right? And it was fly and it was cute, but you didn't tell your real life story. So when your real life got exposed, you look like a fool. That's why even though I talk about shit, I interject shit from my life as well. And one day, when it's the right time, I will break down my whole life, nigga. But see, a lot of y'all was telling stories about other people, and then when your story came out, you got exposed. And you wasn't who you said you was. So that's why I'm trying to tell you, nigga. Y'all was racing real fast, but now look at all y'all now. Y'all all on y'all face. The tortoise and the hare. We both gonna get to the destination. One of us gonna get there first. And one of us are gonna be there forever. And one of y'all is just doing it. Y'all just in the way. You feel me? So that's what I'm trying to tell you. Some niggas got that rabbit mind. And some niggas gonna think like a turtle. So I'm trying to tell you, take their time, move with grace, stay strong, stay solid. And we also know in life, turtles outlive rabbits. Rabbits are disposable. We know that. Rabbits are like guinea pigs. Turtle could live up to 100 years plus. So you gotta know what's going on. I'm just breaking down the nature of human beings and showing you how we relate with nature, because all of God's creation is a representation of energy. And we all relate with that. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. That's my interpretation, you dig, of the tortoise and the hare, or the rabbit and the turtle. And I'm the turtle. So don't ever get me fucked up with some clout chasing ass nigga. I ain't on no race. I ain't on no rush. Nigga, I'm not in poverty. I'm not rushing for nothing. And when I get to where I gotta go, just watch how I do my thing. That's all you gotta do. Watch how I do my thing when I get in position. And I'm gonna show you niggas how to do it. And like I said, olive branches. Anybody want to link, whatever we build, it's nothing. So I'm just chopping it up with my people, and that's what it is. Salute, Gotti Savage. Salute to the chat. Y'all always pulling up. Y'all know y'all my family. I know y'all got my back, man. And you gotta let these niggas know. Watch what's going on, man. Because they be trying to come at your boy on some funny shit, because they niggas don't want me around. I'm gonna be real. They don't want me around. Certain niggas, they don't want me here. You heard? So only reason why I really get on is for the people that I fuck with, the people that fuck. I get on here for y'all on some real shit. I don't care about nobody else. Like I said, these conversations I'm having every day. I just put y'all in the conversation. You feel me? Because I know y'all think the same way. I know great minds think alike. I don't look at it like a nigga cloning off me or a nigga stealing my shit. Nah, great minds think alike. Sometimes my brother be saying shit on his live I was already thinking. I might say some shit he was thinking. Great minds think alike, my nigga. Start saluting each other, my nigga. You heard? Great minds think alike. You got to respect that. Sometimes we all had the same thing because we on the same wave. Everybody in my chat, we in the same wave, my nigga. People come in my comments. That's my family. They know what time it is. Shout out to my queens and my sisters. You heard? It's real shit. That's right. I don't need a huge following. But like I said, everybody's welcome. And basically that's it, man. So hopefully y'all start y'all day off right. I ain't gonna hold y'all up too long. You feel me? I just try to come put that energy in effect, and this what it is. In Haiti, 17 people kidnapped right now as we speak. $17 million ransom. We got to see how this play out. We got to see who going to talk about it, and we're going to see who behind this shit for real, because I think this shit is a hoax. You know what I'm going to tell you, my nigga? Because they can shut down the gangs in New York. They can indict niggas in America all over, but they can't find the gang members in Haiti. You heard? They don't know who these niggas is. They all of a sudden, they don't know. They can't find them. We got 5G technology, high-tech satellites, but they can't find these niggas. But they always seem to find black niggas in the hood when they want to sweep up the whole project. You feel me? When they want to lock up 100 niggas for a shootout, they find all them niggas. You see, but now it's a kidnapping in Haiti. They can't find these gang members in Haiti. So I guess the gang members in Haiti go harder than the Bloods, the Crips, the Latin Kings, GDs, everybody else. I guess that's what they're telling us. So watch this shady behavior, but just know when you see that overseas, that's a sign. You see more, because I'm telling you, in the last day, a lot of people gonna be getting jacked. People are broke. People gonna be. I'm telling you. Human bodies are worth more than gold right now. That's all I'm gonna tell you niggas. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna give a disclaimer on that. I'm not playing. We in the last day and anybody could get it if you're not smart. Know what I mean? And with that note, enjoy your day. Stay focused, stay tuned. The 4NOFAME episode 22 primetime live stream. Once again, I'll be back and you know I'm gonna have some heat. One.